Hi everybody, my name is Gregory Scott and I'm here to do your monthly tarot forecast for the month of July 2014. And for this month's reading I'm going to use the Morgan Greer deck, which I'm just shuffling now. And the way I'm going to do the reading is, the way I always do it really, is to choose 4 cards, and each one of those cards is going to represent a week of the month. So, you know, week 1 through to 4. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a final card to give an overall theme for the month. Okay, so let me have a look at shuffling these, and then I'll give you an overview of the month. So, okay, this card has fallen out already, so that wants to be seen straight away. Let's see what's coming up next. Okay, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Okay, so the first week of July, we've got the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands really means overcoming obstacles, moving on, moving forward with a project, with something that you care about in your life, and really being on the right path and making progress. I really think that's the most important key word for that is the word progress. So July really starts off very well with you being able to get things done, to feel passionate, to feel fiery about things, and to really feel like things are starting to get going for you. And that's interesting because in terms of the astrology of July, on the 16th of July, Jupiter, which is really the lucky planet, enters the sign of Leo, and that means that things really start to expand in terms of your own creative output and the things you care about. And this first week of July is almost like a precursor to that. So the shift that's occurring, Jupiter, it takes a year to change signs. So now that you're a week away from that shift, it's almost like the energy is starting to go into that direction already. If you're interested in that kind of thing, have a look at the video I did on that. I give more information. Okay, the second week of July is the Hanged Man, and that's the 12th card of the Major Arcana. And 12 really in numerology reduces to the number 3. So you take 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 is always representative of a new beginning, a fresh start, and looking forward and out into the future. You can see this Hanged Man here, and it really indicates a change of perspective, and it changes the path you're taking. So week 2 of July represents a new beginning in an area of your life that isn't there yet. Something fresh comes in. You start you start down a new road, you decide to do something differently, but a positive new theme comes up in your life, and you start to look into that and really have a new start with it. Okay, week 3 and 4, that's interesting. Both of these are number 2, so the 2 of the Major Arcana, the High Priestess, and then the 2 of Pentacles. So week 3 is to make a decision. What happens is that some fear comes up. You're going to feel like you can either act or not act, but there'll be some trepidation around that, and a sense of uncertainty and a lack of self-belief. Should I move forward? Should I stay? What is it that I should do, really? So there's a lack of clarity and a lack of certainty. And the answer to that is really to not appeal to other people or to talk it over with a lot of people, really, to get their opinions of it. You know, a lot of people make decisions that way, to speak to as many people as you can. You get the overview of opinions, and then you go with the majority rule. The way to resolve this is to look within you. You already have the answer within you. You can see that scroll in our hands there means the information is held. So step out of the fear, look at what you would like to do in an ideal situation if you had your way, if you could choose, regardless of circumstances, what it is you wanted to do, and then go with that. So it's really time to make a decision that is not based on fear, but really what it is you ultimately want to achieve, and don't give in to fear, trust yourself. That's really week 3 is all about. And then finally, the 4th week of July, the 2 of Pentacles, and that represents making a decision in terms of practical circumstances and the kind of guidance that whatever happens, you know, the ups and downs in the situation that you're dealing with, you're able to handle. So it's really kind of a narrative. You start to make progress, you begin something completely different in week 2. That new beginning brings up some fear in you. You have to have self-belief to continue with it, and then ultimately in week 4 it indicates that you are able to handle it, you are prepared to go on this path, and that the kind of self-belief you had in yourself in week 3 was really the right decision, because you are able to see things through and do them properly and do them well. So by trusting in yourself, you made the right decision because you're worthy of that trust and you're skilled enough to see things through. So it's really kind of a month of trusting yourself, and that trust having tangible kind of effects on your outward reality. If you decide during this month to not trust in yourself, then not as much gets done. You don't progress as much, you don't handle the practical circumstances and situations that come as well, and there's more fear in your life. So really, it's important to do that just for your quality of life and the way you feel about yourself and the kind of peace of mind you have within yourself. It's important to become your own best friend in July. Okay, so let's have a look at the major theme and what really summarizes this month. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so the major theme here is the 3 of Pentacles, and that's in reverse. The 3 of Pentacles this way round indicates working on something, being the expert, and really being focused on the practical side of things. It's in reverse, so what that means is you can only do that if you set the foundations properly first. You are able to achieve what it is you want to achieve, but look at things differently and have that self-belief that's required to get the things done that you want to achieve. So I think that's really the key word for this month, really, to trust yourself, to be your own friend, and to get your power from inside of yourself rather than other people or, you know, beliefs or trusting in things or places or circumstances, anything like that. It's important to connect with yourself and get your strength that way. And really, the question that arises when I say that is, well, how can I trust myself? How can I believe in myself? And the way to do that, in my experience, has been to meditate, to connect with the higher self, and to just let your own actions be supported and infused by the universe, the higher power, whatever you call it, source, because then you take right action and you see the evidence in your life that the actions you take are positive. And it's through that evidence that you start to build a positive relationship with yourself, because you look back on your life and you say, well, that was good, I did that, that was good, that was good, that was good, that was good. Therefore, I am trustworthy to myself. I know that I do positive things in my own life, and therefore I can rely on myself. You know, on the other hand, if you're constantly doing things that harm you, you're getting into bad relationships, you're going bankrupt, every other year, then it's really difficult to trust yourself. So the way to build a positive relationship is to take that time to step out of the ego, to meditate, to connect with the higher self, and then to create a life that's really positive and that flourishes and that blossoms for you. Okay, so it's a really it's a great month. It's a month of two halves, really, in terms of it can go either way. And the key to directing it in a positive way is that self-belief and that connection with the higher self. So it's really very simple. If you put the effort and work in to do that, then you're going to make huge amounts of progress. You'll be able to handle whatever comes your way, and you'll be able to achieve some really good practical things in this month. Okay, so I hope you found that useful, and it gives you some guidance into what to look out for in July. If you'd like to see my daily updates, I do have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Gregory Scott 444. I post the daily tarot readings that I do on there, and also the astrology reports that I do on a weekly basis, so have a look at that. If you'd like a private reading with me, have a look at my website. It's gregoryscott.co.uk. There's information on the readings I do, on my bio. It has the monthly astrology reports on there as well, the horoscopes for each sign of the zodiac. So that's something that you can have a look at if you're interested. And also, if you'd just like to get in touch to either ask a question or to book a private reading, you can send me an email. The address is readings@gregoryscott.co.uk. Have a wonderful July, and I will speak to you soon.